Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I'm fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. William Samoei Arap Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, was in Kirinyaga County today. I want us to do a critical analysis of William Ruto's visit to Kirinyaga, because for me, it's significant politically speaking for several reasons. Number one, Kirinyaga County is the home county to Karanja Kibicho. Karanja Kibicho is or was the principal secretary for Interior. Very powerful. And the dam which William Ruto went to launch there had actually been launched by Dr. Karanja Kibicho. Kirinyaga County is also the home county to Martha Karua. Martha Karua was Raila Odinga's running mate in the last election. And again, it's also the home county to Purity Ngirishi. I'm not sure whether Purity Ngirishi was present at that event, but I've not seen any photo of her. And Kirinyaga is also the home county to Anne Waiguru. Anne Waiguru is the chair of the Council of Governors, which means William Ruto has full confidence in her. So the visit there is significant. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to the main issue. And I want to ask you guys for a favor. Please, for this particular video, just press that thumbs up button. And for those who can, I want to ask you to drop your comments. And I know most of you guys can share this video. Please share this particular video to your WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, or any other channel. Now, let us get back to the main issue. William Ruto was elected the President of the Republic of Kenya. And his election can actually be attributed to the support he got from the mountain. The truth of the matter is that when Raila Odinga named Martha Karua as the running mate, most people thought that was going to change the equation. Places like Kirinyaga were then perceived to be going to change to be battlegrounds. But Kirinyaga ended up voting for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And we also know the other fact that when William Ruto and his brigades were campaigning, they portrayed Uhuru Kenyatta as someone who had failed. And of course, William Ruto has appointed his cabinet. Most of them are from the mountain. William Ruto made changes to State House, and he kicked out majority of the Kikuyus who are working there. So this trip, in my view, is significant and was intended to achieve several political objectives. The first objective, which William Ruto is trying to achieve, is that William Ruto is trying, through all possible means, to avoid falling into President Uhuru Kenyatta's mistakes. After 2017 election, of course, Uhuru Kenyatta had been elected overwhelmingly by the mountain. Uhuru Kenyatta then forgot the mountain. Uhuru Kenyatta then turned himself into a national leader. He went and looked for Raila Odinga in the name of uniting the country. Uhuru Kenyatta then failed to go back to his people. By the time Uhuru Kenyatta realized, it was already late for him. The mountain had slipped away from his hands right into the hands of William Ruto. And you know how William Ruto managed to do it? William Ruto would attend events every single day in the mountain. In fact, there was a time William Ruto, in a week we have 7 days, William Ruto would spend 5 days in the mountain, then 2 more days across the country. So Ruto realized that if he were to fail to continue whatever he used to do, because the challenge William Ruto now has is that he is the president. So which means he has time And that time is limited. He has time, he will have to be attending international events like going to Uganda, Tanzania, blah, blah. He will have to go across the country maybe to launch events. It's now not the time for him to tanga, because remember, when he was the deputy president, he used to claim that he was going to cross. This time around, as the president, he will have to sit with his strategist to just monitor whatever is happening. So he has limited time. But the moment he fails to start appearing in the mountain, people will start questioning why he's no longer going to the mountain. Like I was reading some tweets, someone was asking why William Ruto is no longer going to churches every Saturday and Sunday in the mountain. So that mistake which Uhuru Kenyatta committed is what William Ruto is trying to avoid. That's how you can look at the event today in Kirinyaga. Number two, I also tend to think that William Ruto wanted to respond to Raila Odinga. And which other place do you think would have been ideal for him to respond to Raila Odinga? The mountain. Why the mountain? William Ruto told the mountain that it's the handshake which made the cost of living to go up. And he promised the mountain specifically, and Kenyans in general, that the moment he takes over, the cost of hunger was going to reduce. In his speech today, William Ruto was very categorical that Raila should not talk because it's during his time with Uhuru Kenyatta and the handshake, which saw the increase of hunger from whatever it was to 200. As we speak today, the cost of hunger in this country is 300 bob. So William Ruto just wanted to go and respond to Raila Odinga. Probably he doesn't want Raila Odinga to run away with propaganda. Remember, this is a gentleman who became the president of the Republic of Kenya by lying to supporters, telling them things which were not realistic. And in one of my videos, I'm going to share the link, I explained why William Ruto's government was going to fail. Because he made unrealistic promises to the people. So time is catching up with him. But now, he got the opportunity to respond to Raila Odinga. In fact, by telling Kenyans that the cost of hunger will not be subsidized. So if there are people who are expecting cost of hunger to go down, it means they'll have to wait. Telling them that the cost of hunger will have to go down after some time, it means you'll have to wait for him to give you fertilizer, subsidized. Then after getting the subsidized fertilizer, then you'll have to go plant, then you wait for the harvest. How long does it take for maize to be harvested if you plant it today? Now, basically, that's what the Ruto is trying to tell Kenyans. Number three, in my view, I think he also wanted to use the occasion to create a perception that his government is already working. For those who remember William Ruto, when he was during the Tanga time, he would go to this place, launch project. He would then go again, launch the same project. That is exactly what it's doing now, to be perceived to be working. This particular dam, Kiba Dam, which he launched, had been launched several months ago or years ago. Let me just go to State House Facebook page. This is what State House is saying about this particular event. State House is saying that more than 50,000 additional jobs will be created from Mwea irrigation scheme a year. He attributed the increase in the figure to Saturday's commissioning of Thimba Dam in Kirinyaga. The 8.2 billion project, the president explained, will stabilize irrigation water supply for the scheme and boost rice production by 86,000. He said this will expand the value of production from 10 billion to 18 billion a year. So he's continuing. Thimba Dam holds huge potential to tackle food crisis, and as it diminishes our country's reliance on rain-fed agriculture. Deputy President RIGATHI Gachagua said the government will keep working towards ensuring food is sufficient. Now, I've just gone to Pauline Njoroge's Facebook page, and he's saying we did a lot of coverage on Thimba Dam when it was being constructed. He's mentioning people who spent countless days there shooting videos and telling the story of transformation under Uhuru Kenyatta's big push investment towards implementation. I'm so surprised today to see the same people who are telling us off now praise the dam project, which was initiated and completed under Uhuru's leadership. Same applies to those housing projects. So basically what Ruto is doing, he wants to create a perception that is doing something and take credit for projects which were actually commissioned and done by President Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, Pauline Njoroge has attached a post which Karanja Kibicho made in August 2021 when the dam was actually complete. And remember the other day, William Ruto also went to some housing project, before housing project which Uhuru had begun. The houses are already up there, and the post which they made, it was like he's the one who initiated those. So basically, William Ruto wants to make people believe that he's doing something, while in real sense, there is nothing his government has done or is initiated as at now. Number 4, in my view, I also tend to think one of the objectives of this particular trip was to have direct contact with the voters. You know, these people voted for Ruto, and being the president now, it's very difficult. And that's why you saw him even in his speech telling, oh, those are hustlers, no, we will deal with them. So basically, William Ruto is not keen on losing touch with his support base the way Uhuru Kenyatta did. Uhuru Kenyatta actually, I was wondering how a sitting president would lose touch. Uhuru Kenyatta simply forgot the roots. Ruto is not going to fall for that. And lastly, Ruto, I also tend to think, wanted to give an excuse for high cost of living. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, bye-bye. And by the way, there's this story of Ida Odinga's security, and also the story of that lady who terminated the husband. So many stories to be told. I'm starting a new channel where I'll be talking about those other issues which are not directly related to politics. So I'm going to put a link to that channel so that I think in the next 2 or 3 days, we'll start also talking, because, you know, this particular channel is going to be specifically for politics, but the other one is going to be a bit of other stories. A lot of you guys are asking me to do other stories, so I'll start doing other stories. Like, you want to know what really happened to Ida Odinga's bodyguard. You know, that's not a political analysis, but most of you would want to know. So I'll be doing it on the other channel. So you can check the link to that channel here. Start subscribing. When the subscribers hit around 200, then I'll start posting. Bye-bye.